So settling in, preparing to meditate by just getting into a comfortable position, sitting in a way that, where you can be alert but comfortable, closing your eyes, kind of setting the intention to be present, be an observer as best you can, letting go of judgments, sort of allowing things to be as they are. And we'll particularly focus on body sensations and going through different areas of the body. But maybe firstly, just feeling your body overall. Notice that you have a body and you can feel it. Feel the position your body is in, the position of your arms and legs, your posture. Notice the contact of your body, the sensations of contact with the chair, whatever you're sitting on. Also notice that you're breathing and you feel the sensations of breathing in your body. Just in touch with your whole body and the feeling of breathing. And maybe bring some appreciation to your body. This huge collection of millions of cells divided or specialized in different organs and tissues of the body that sort of sustains itself. All these amazing processes going on in your body all the time that we take for granted. Even just the simple act of breathing. Where we're taking in oxygen from the air with each breath, and the bloodstream carrying the oxygen to cells all over the body, refueling our cells with every breath. And I'll invite you to narrow your focus down just to the toes of your left foot. Just starting there. Just notice that you have toes. Feeling them, feeling specifically that just the toes of your left foot. Maybe notice if you can feel the big toe or just feel the baby toe. Or maybe you might feel the toes in between. If you can't feel them at all, if there doesn't seem to be any sensations, you could try wiggling them for a few seconds. And then you'll probably notice that you do feel them. Maybe appreciating your toes. We take them for granted. We might not even think they're even needed. But for walking and balance, they're an important part of the foot. And maybe now take a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the toes of the left foot and breathing out from them. And then moving your focus to the bottom of the left foot. So the sole of the foot, the instep. just the bottom area of the left foot, feeling whatever sensations are there. If your foot is resting against something, or it's resting against the floor, you might feel some pressure on the bottom part of the foot. And then taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the sole of the foot and out from it. So breathing in, imagining your breath traveling down your leg into your left foot to the sole of the foot. Imagine your breath coming back as you breathe out. Or when we breathe into an area of the body, if you prefer, you can just think of it as breathing in and having your energy or your attention move into the area as you inhale, and then kind of leave it as you exhale. Maybe now moving to the heel of the left foot. Just feeling whatever sensations are there to be felt. You might feel some pressure if the heel is resting against the floor. If there's no pain in that area, hopefully there isn't, then maybe appreciating that. In fact, if your left foot is completely pain-free and sort of functioning properly, you can walk on it, move it, and appreciating complex sort of setup of all these different bones and muscles and blood vessels and nerves. But yeah, we don't think about this typically. We take it for granted, but we would miss our feet if we didn't have them. Maybe now just breathing into the left heel and out from it for a couple of breaths. So whenever you breathe into an area, just feeling it even more. And then as you breathe out, just kind of letting it go. And then feeling into the top of the left foot, noticing any sensations you might feel there. And then breathing into the top of the foot and out from it for a couple of breaths. Now feeling your entire left foot, just as a whole. Just again, notice that you have a foot and you can feel it. We've scanned through all the different parts of the left foot. Now just feeling it overall, all the sensations from the inside, the bones and muscles inside the foot, feeling all the way out to the surface of the skin. Feeling all the different types of sensations. Again, maybe appreciating having a foot and all the useful things it allows you to do. And then breathing into the left foot and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to the left shin and calf. So the whole lower part of the left leg between the ankle and the knee. Noticing any sensations in the front part of this of your lower leg, or the area of the shin, or in the calf and the back. There might be sensations on the surface, sensations from the skin, or you might feel sensations from the muscles, particularly the large calf muscles. Or you might even be able to feel into the bones. There's the shin bone, the tibia, and a smaller bone behind it we can't even feel, that's inside, called the fibula. And these two bones and the muscles connecting them, and we take for granted, that allow us to walk and stand. And I'm breathing into this area, breathing out from it. Just for a couple of slower, deeper breaths. And then feeling the left knee. Just feeling whatever sensations are there. You might feel sensations inside the knee, or maybe in the front around the kneecap, the back of the knee. The knee is an important joint that we use so much with walking and other activities. We certainly notice when we have pain, when we have problems with our knees. But if you're not having any knee pain right now, if you're able to walk, you're appreciating having well-functioning knees. Then breathing into the left knee and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. If you want, you could also just rest a hand on the knee to really feel it and sort of appreciate it. Even feel the kneecap itself. And then shifting your attention up to the left thigh. So the whole upper part of the left leg, between the knee and the hip. Feeling all the sensations on the surface of the skin and the muscles, the large quadricep muscle in the front of the thigh and the hamstring muscles in the back. If you want, you can rest your hand on your thigh, or squeeze it, or just feel it, and really appreciate how strong this upper part of the leg is. Helps support your body when you walk. Inside it is the femur, the largest bone in the body. Now, taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the left thigh and breathing out from it. Breathing in a sense of appreciation and awareness. And breathing out, letting it go, letting it relax. And then expanding your awareness now to feel your entire left leg. So now that we've scanned through each part of the leg, just feeling your left leg as a whole. feeling the position your leg is in, whether it's straight or bent. If you want, you could even move it a little. Notice how you can control the position of your thigh or your lower leg, foot, even your toes. Even if there are any problems you're having with your leg or areas where there's pain, perhaps appreciating all the aspects of your left leg that are still working well enough to allow you to move or walk or whatever you do with your leg. And then taking a few slower, deeper breaths and breathing into your left leg and then breathing out from it. And then letting go of the focus from the left leg and bringing your attention down to the toes of the right foot. Notice if you can feel each individual toe, or maybe you might feel the toes touching each other. If you can't seem to feel them at all, you can wiggle them a little, move them up and down. Notice that you can cause them to move if you want. You can feel them. You might feel contact or touch against your sock or shoe or the floor. And appreciating these little toes that actually are quite important to help us with balance and walking. And then moving your attention to the bottom of the right foot, feeling the whole sole of the foot. Feeling whatever sensations are there to be felt. If you don't feel anything at all, you could move it a little or press the floor against it, press the foot against something. You might, if your foot is resting against the floor, you might even be able to sort of feel the arch of the foot. Part of the foot may not even be touching the floor, depending how much of an arch there is. And then breathing into this area and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to the area of the right heel. Feeling any sensations there on the bottom of the heel or in the back of the heel or the sides. If your foot is resting against the floor or something else, you'll probably feel some pressure against the heel. You might notice sensations from the bone, the heel bone, which is the largest bone in the foot, and quite strong. And breathing into the heel and out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to the top of the right foot and noticing anything you feel there. Maybe now expanding your awareness to feel your entire right foot. Just aware that you have a foot. Feel it. Feel your whole right foot. All the sensations throughout it, the different types of sensations in the different areas inside the foot and on the surface. And appreciating having a foot, having 2 feet, quite helpful. Complex arrangement of the bones and muscles of the foot allow us to walk in a relatively comfortable way. Really feeling your right foot and then taking a few slower, deeper breaths. With each in breath, imagining your breath moving into your foot as you inhale and feeling it, the foot even more. And then as you breathe out, imagine your breath coming back from your foot, back up your leg and out your nose again. And then leaving focus from the foot and feeling into the lower right leg, the area of the shin and the calf, the area between the ankle and the knee. Again, an area of the body that we typically take for granted unless we're having some pain or problems. But if you're not having any pain or problems in this area of the body, maybe appreciating it, kind of savoring the feeling of a part of your body that's comfortable. You might feel sensations in the muscles, particularly in the large gastrocnemius muscle, the, the calf muscle. And then breathing into the right shin and calf and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then next, feeling into the right knee. Just noticing any sensations from inside the knee or from the kneecap, the front area of it, or the back of the knee. If you want, you could even feel the kneecap or the outside of the knee with your hand, or even bend and straighten the lower leg a little bit. Kind of feel the knee at work. And maybe appreciating having a working knee joint. It's quite important for walking getting around. And then breathing into the knee and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to the right thigh. You might feel sensations in the front of the thigh. Even rest your hand there or press against it and notice the sensations even more. Feel the sensations in the back of the thigh. If you're sitting on something, you can probably feel pressure or contact of the back of your thigh with whatever you're sitting on. Sensations on the surface or in the muscles. You've got the large quadricep muscle in the front or the hamstring muscles in the back of the thigh. And these strong muscles that allow us to walk and move with a large femur bone inside the thigh. Just feeling this area, appreciating it and breathing into it and breathing out from it for a couple of breaths. So again, as you breathe into the area, feeling it even more. And then letting your awareness expand to feel your entire right leg. The entire right leg from your hip to your toes. If you want, you can move it around a little. Notice how you can move it and control even subtle movements. Feel it. Feel that you have a leg. You have two legs. Or hopefully you have two legs. I think everyone here does. Bring some appreciation to your leg, even if it's not working 100%. If you're able to stand or walk at all, that's fantastic. And then taking a few slower, deeper breaths, breathing into the right leg and breathing out from it. Breathing into it and feeling it even more. So when you imagine you're breathing into an area, it's like you're focusing your concentration on it, your attention. And then leaving your focus from this area, moving to the pelvis. Feeling any sensations from the buttocks or groin or hips. In an important area that has bones to protect the inner organs and important joints to connect to your legs and to your lower back. If you're sitting, you might feel pressure where the bottom of the pelvis, the sitting bones are kind of pressing into the seat of the chair. And then breathing into the pelvis and out from it for a couple of breaths. And then moving your focus to your lower back. Just notice how it feels. Notice if there's any tension. It's an area where we can often have some difficulties. And then also feeling the middle and upper parts of your back. So really feeling your whole back. Maybe you notice contact or pressure of your back against the back of the chair. Notice if you can feel your breathing in your upper back. by feeling the movement in that area. And then bring your attention around to your stomach, to the abdomen, feeling sensations on the surface, the skin, or the muscles underneath. If you want, you could rest a hand on your belly and notice, especially doing that, if it can allow you to feel it moving, perhaps expanding outward a little when you breathe in and then coming back inward as you breathe out. Notice any other sensations from deeper inside your abdomen, sensations particularly from your stomach or intestines or your whole digestive system, or maybe even sensations from your bladder or other organs. Perhaps resting a hand on your belly and appreciating all the things that are working properly inside there. Likely your digestive tract and your liver and your kidneys. So many other organs are likely working properly. Or at least well enough that keeps you alive. And then bringing your attention from here up to your chest. Notice if you feel the chest moving as you breathe, a slight rising and falling of the chest. If you want, you can rest a hand on your chest to feel it even more. And notice if you feel your heart beating. You might just feel it inside your chest, or if you rest your hand towards the lower left part of your chest, you might notice that you can feel your heart beating. Appreciating having a heart that is beating, constantly pumping blood around the body to bring oxygen and nutrients to all the cells of the body and to take away the waste products. And inside your chest also are your lungs that are constantly extracting oxygen from the air with each breath. And bring some appreciation to your heart and lungs that are constantly working. And maybe taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths and feeling your lungs inflate and your chest expand as you breathe in. And then feeling it deflate as you breathe out. And then moving your attention now to your fingers. And we'll do both hands at the same time. So just feeling all your fingers. If you want, you can move them a little, wiggle them, touch them against each other. Maybe appreciating how much fine control we have over movements of our fingers, how much subtle sensations we can feel, especially from the fingertips. We take for granted all the complex things that we can do by using our fingers. Feeling not just the fingers, but the palms and backs of your hands. And feeling up into the arms as well. So just feeling that you have two arms that allow you to do so much throughout the day, that you can move. You can even try doing that right now, bending and straightening your arms, moving your wrists around, or opening, closing your hands. Appreciating your arms and hands for all that they allow you to do. And then maybe taking a couple of slower, deeper breaths. Imagine you're breathing into your arms and then breathing out from them. And then feeling your neck, feeling the sensations on the surface, maybe in the muscles of the neck. Notice how the muscles of the neck allow you to move it. Maybe you can use your neck muscle to turn your head side to side or tilt it from side to side a little or move it forward and back. Feeling the sensations on the surface of the neck as well as in the muscles, or even notice any sensations inside your neck and perhaps from your throat. If you purposely swallow, you can notice the sensations of swallowing inside your neck. And feeling now up into your face, noticing the sensations from your chin and jaw, the lower part of the face, feeling your mouth as well, all the various sensations from your cheeks, your lips, your tongue, the whole inside of the mouth. Maybe even explore the inside of your mouth a little with your tongue. Feel your teeth, gums, and palate. Maybe appreciating having teeth and gums that allow you to chew and a tongue that allows you to taste. And then feeling your nose, including the sensations of air flowing in and out of the nostrils. Appreciating how that allows you to, or helps you to breathe and of course to smell. And then feeling your eyes. Any sensations from the eyes themselves, the eyelids, feeling the area around the eyes. Maybe even partially opening your eyes a little bit and noticing how you can see. You can see light, colors, shapes. An amazingly useful sense, of course. Appreciating having two eyes. If you look briefly at an object with your eyes now, maybe notice that because of stereoscopic vision, because we have two eyes, we kind of see in 3D. We don't need 3D glasses to see in 3 dimensions. We can see depth. Maybe resting your eyes closed again and just feeling into your forehead and the top of the head. And feeling your ears. And noticing how sounds are coming into your ears. And appreciating that ability and how incredibly useful that is. You can hear me speaking words, and your brain can decode that language. Through the ears and our brain, we can have this verbal communication, kind of a way where one person's thoughts can be sort of transmitted to another person's mind. And of course, hearing allows us to know so much about our environment, or just to enjoy or appreciate music or other pleasant sounds. Notice how sensitive your ears are to detect even small details about sounds. And since we've scanned through the whole body, maybe just expanding one last time to the body as a whole overall and feeling it, just feeling your body as it is right now. Feeling yourself breathing.